Hello guys, just Goran here and welcome to a very quick tutorial. I'll try to keep it to the point on how to make, well, basically this, but also just in general some rules on changing the posts of a barrier. So what we have over here is an electric fence with no posts at all. Now how did we make that? Well, it is by the use of null barriers. And first we're gonna look into this and then I'll tell you what this is all about. So how do you do this? Well, I can even remove these null barriers in fact, and you can see that we have a fence that has null barrier posts, and of course that is not really something you can do normally. If you just put down an electric fence, you can change the barrier in certain ways. I particularly like this one because it's nice and slim and doesn't have that little electric thing on top. But you can definitely not make it a null barrier. So how did I do that? Well, the answer is actually surprisingly simple. It's the trick I found out yesterday, which is why I'm making this tutorial right now. If you put down some null barrier like this, and you take any fence, but in this case we're going to use the electric one, you can kind of attach it to the null barrier, and it will take on the post of the thing it attaches to. So you can even take something like a brick fence and also attach it to a null barrier, and yeah, you will see that that is actually not textured at all. But yeah, so this way you can take any barrier in the game, and as long as you don't attach it like that, because then it will replace it, but if you move it onto there, it will take the post of what is being moved on to. So here we've got the glass fence, and that one actually does have a texture over there. Pretty interesting. So yeah, if that's all you're interested in, that's how you make fences without posts, but you can actually do a lot more with this, because what we have over here is every barrier in the game attempted to be combined with every other barrier in the game. What I mean by that is, over here we have a concrete wall, and now I have gone in and tried to replace every post with something else. Like you can replace a brick with this one, but you cannot actually replace it with glass. In order of appearance in this list, we've got every fence in the game, starting from concrete, ending with the hedge, and then over here I've tried to combine it with everything. So starting concrete, once again ending with the hedge, and here you can see exactly which barrier can be put on which wall. So for concrete, you can't use glass posts normally. You can't. You can use the log one, which is actually very nice because it's nice and slim. Like it fits inside of the barrier. You can put brick. You can put whatever this one's called, gabion, and none of the other ones. So for glass, you can actually replace it with every fence in the game. Same goes for the tinted glass or one-way glass. It's the same. Now the wooden one can only be replaced by these thick ones like the gabion, brick and concrete. The steel mesh can be replaced by everything. Looking at this, that's pretty cool. The brick one can be replaced by anyone. Like it's like the Uber fence or something. Then the gabion, log, concrete, brick and gabion, of course. The corrugated fence can be replaced by concrete, log, brick, gabion, chain link and electric. That's pretty interesting. So that gives it a slightly different look. Could be something you're interested in. So this is all just to make your fences look a bit more interesting, right? So you can do some pretty cool stuff. Like this one looks pretty cool with the pole sticking out. So yeah, for the chain link, it's the same. Can be replaced by anything but hedge and glass. And what's this one? And the mesh can be replaced with a mesh apparently. That's weird. Then the electric fence is the same as that. So it can't be replaced by steel mesh or glass, but the other ones work. Hedge doesn't. And then the hedge can actually be replaced by any one, which is really cool. because especially when you use something like the glass one, which is super thin, or the chain link or the corrugated fence, which are also pretty thin, you actually don't see any posts in the hedge, which looks really good, because then you get this very long, smooth hedge without these thick posts in between. So why is this important? Well, if you want to use this trick to, say, do an impossible fence combination, like, I don't know, you can't put anything on a brick fence, but say you want, for some reason, to put logs on a brick fence, you can using this trick, right? Like that. But this trick is very time consuming. Like, you have to do a lot of fence placing and then removing a fence to do that. So it's good to know for which fences you actually don't have to do it. And why it's nice to have a little thing like this, I'll actually give you a nice overview if you're interested. This is very useful because it doesn't really make much sense. At least to me it doesn't. There are some kind of consistent ones, like the brick kind of overrules everything. Then the gabion and concrete are kind of the same, and the log as well actually. So yeah, there's definitely some tiers in this, but to me there isn't really like one rule for it, and it's definitely not in like the order of appearance. So yeah, it's nice to have a bit of an overview like this. But yeah, you can actually use this trick to combine any fence with any posts if you so desire, including null barrier, which gives you very cool look like this, which I'm not sure what you would use it for, but I'm sure there's a use. So I'll leave you off with that information. Hope it's useful to you, but I don't think there's much else to say about it. So I'm gonna sign off. Have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.